Once upon a time, Prince born to king was quite intelligent and had completed his entire study by age to 16. At this early age, his father made him second in command. In those days, most people were superstitious and they would pray to God and ask special favors. They would make promise to God that if their prayers were answered, then they would repay by making offerings to them. In addition to flowers and food, they would promise to kill animals like goat, lambs, chicken, etc. as offering. Prince saw all this and thought, these helpless animals are also subject of king, so I must protect them. People commit these unwholesome acts due to ignorance and superstition in name of religion, but this cannot be true religion. For true religion offers life as it really is, not killing. True religion offers peace of mind, not cruelty. But I fear that these people believe in their superstitions too strongly and won't keep them up, which is sad. Perhaps I can find a way to use their belief to put to good use. So, I must begin to make plan to let their superstition help them. I should make them learn that if they must offer sacrifice, then let them kill their greed and hatred, not these helpless animals. Then from this whole kingdom will benefit. So Prince devised a clever plan. Every often he would ride in his grand chariot to banyan tree just outside city. This was tree where people prayed and made offering to. Every time Prince came, people would see him offering things like flour, food, water, etc., but not animal sacrifice even once. News spread about his offerings and people started to believe that he was also a true believer of God who resides in banyan tree. In due time, king retired and Prince was made new king. He started to rule kingdom. He ruled as a righteous king and started schemes which would benefit people for his kingdom. Because of this, he was respected and trusted by his subjects as honorable king. Then one day, he decided that it was right time to carry out rest of his plan. So he called all ministers and leading citizens of his kingdom to royal assembly and said, "Worthy ministers and my loyal subjects, do you know how I was able to make sure that I would become a king?" No one answered. He continued, "Do you remember that I often went to banyan tree and made sweet and wonderful offerings to God?" Everyone replied, "Yes, yes." Then he said, "At each of those times, I made a promise to God that if I become king, then I will offer you a special sacrifice. So now I must keep my promise and offer God the special sacrifice." Everyone replied, "We must prepare this sacrifice at once." "What animal do you wish to kill as sacrifice?" King replied, "My dear subjects, I am glad that you all are so willing to cooperate. Now I shall let you know what I promised. I promised great God that I will offer flesh and guts as sacrifice of anyone who fails to keep himself from doing these things in my kingdom. Anyone who destroys innocent life, takes what is not given, does wrong to others and speak falsely." Being superstitious, all those in the royal assembly agreed that everyone announcement should be made and anyone who was found doing any of these acts would be offered to God as offering for peace and safety of king and kingdom. Announcements were made throughout kingdom and everyone learned about it and didn't dare to do any one of these things. King thought to himself, such power of superstition that these people cannot see that first step as to give up killing. If I sacrificed one of my subjects, I would be next on altar. And such is power of superstition that I could make such promise and never have to carry it out. Even in wrong belief can be used for positive one if one thinks carefully. We see in our life, we will find that animal sacrifice is a very ancient practice which is still in existence in many regions. Animal sacrifice in the name of religious freedom is a cruel practice that needs to be stopped. Killing innocent animals in the name of religion and offering them to gods and goddesses to fulfill selfish desires cannot be justified in any way. With such sinful acts, one cannot expect to be blessed with prosperity, good fortune, or happiness. Such sacrifices do not please any god or goddess. Their meat will not reach God, nor will their blood, but what reaches him is pity for you.